Let me walk you through a hypothetical scenario of how you could use AI to supercharge a sales process. Let's say you know that you need to grow your book of business. All right, how are you going to start? Well, the first thing you should do is go to that AI of choice that you use and ask it, what are some strategies I could use? I'm struggling to get more leads. I just started my business doing X, Y, and Z. I'd like to find, etc., etc. Use AI as that brainstorm partner to figure out what feels good to you. Don't worry about getting the right output. Just look for the next question and reacting to it. As you go through that, you might discover there's one strategy that feels interesting to you and that you want to dig deeper into. At that point, you might say, I want to lean on some deep research in order to really flesh out that idea. So you copy and paste that idea. You go back to your ChatGPT or Copilot. You hit the little button that says deep research there. And you ask the AI to do a deep dive into all the different facets, into how it can help you, into what sort of customers you might want to target. 5 minutes later, you have an in-depth report, including maybe 10 prospects you could be going after. Now, it's time to build out your sequence and build some outreach. So, you copy and paste the idea, you copy and paste that report, and you open another AI chat window. And you ask it, hey, can you create me 10 personalized outreaches for each one of the people that we've identified in this research brief that can help you get to your end goal, which is reach those new customers. Because generative AI is built on language and it operates like a human, we can actually use it to help us improve the way we communicate. I have 3 ideas on how you could do that right now. First of all, you could take a transcript, a phone call, a recording, or even several of them, open up your AI of choice, and ask it, what could I be doing better in these conversations? What opportunities did I miss? What questions should I have been asking? Then dig deeper into the other suggestions, ideas that it might have. Be critical, because in the end, no one's going to know but you. Then at that point, you might want to practice those skills. Well, you now have an assessment of how you're doing and things you want to work on. So use AI to create a role player that can help you work through those objections that you get challenged with. Now, let's talk about written communication. If you're using AI at all right now, you've probably written something and said, that doesn't sound like me. So why not take things you've already written, articles, emails, posts on social media, and put those into an AI and ask it to write your style guide for you. That way in the future, not only can you have your AI style guide help to adjust content for you, but by working through that style guide and assistant, you'll learn more about how you communicate and how you can improve over time. Efficiency, time savings, productivity. These were the big promises of generative AI, right? So why is it so hard to get value out of it? Why, when I ask it to write an email, does it write something that feels like a machine? I mean, after all, I could just write it myself. That's why it doesn't work for me. Well, valid point. And if you're using it for that, you're not going to see any time savings. But let me tell you how you can. Treat every AI chat as a different persona. What do I mean by that? Well, create the intern who writes your emails. Create the assistant who does all the research for you. Work with your assistant who can create marketing. If each one of these AI chats is a different persona, you're not thinking about it like speeding up a process. You're thinking about it like hiring different teammates. And when you hire, sometimes it takes time to see value out of those hires, right? You have to work on training them, developing them. But once you do that, you can delegate to them. And once you start delegating, at that point, you're not doing the work, you're responding to it. You won't produce more work quicker. You'll produce better work in the same amount of time.